Hey, this is your girl, Miss Yella Diva, giving you a episode of Powerbook 2 Ghost, Season 4, Episode 2. To thy, to thine own self. Okay, I what it is. All right, so the episode starts off the DEA, and the police, the NYPD, and all the other stuff. They intercept a Russian shipment. Okay. Um, and so Detective Carter says, what the Russians going to do with no product. And then the police officer, I guess she was a police officer. I don't know, but said, get the f out of our country. Basically, what they saying. Um, this and then she gives him the case that Detective Young was working on before his unfortunate, you know, assassination. I don't know, unfortunate passing. Let's put it that way. Um, and so they were like, well, the investigator was working on Tariq St. Patrick's case, and then Tariq St. Patrick kills the person who killed the investigator. They said that is very um, what was the word? Suspicious. That was very suspicious. So Tariq and Braden are in the dorms. I said, they still in school? Apparently, um, Braden is not in school, but Tariq is still in school. They let him back in again. They let him back in again, but then they making his him pay his tuition and student loans. I said he got both chances, honey. He got both chances. Okay, but they're walking around campus. The girls think that he's brave because he killed the the person that killed the investigator. But the guy was like, if that's what really happened, he said, you can come talk to us on our podcast. And Braden was like, that's a right wing conspiracy theory um, podcast. Okay. Braden and Tarika broke. And so, uh, as far as um, Tariq's financial aid is concerned, he needs also a work study job. But apparently, the lady gave him three work study jobs. I said, Lord Jesus, how you gonna study? You gonna give him three work study jobs? So he got three work study jobs, and so he gotta he gotta work all three of them. So Kane and Drew go to the last living Puerto Rican family uh, that I guess they had killed in the last season. They had shot all of the family up except for Felipe. And Felipe says that Kane broke his arm, so Kane go back and talk to him, and then Kane breaks the other arm because he didn't get the answer he want. But bottom line, Diana thinks she's pregnant. Bless her heart. I guess that would be Tariq's baby, because I think that was the last person that she smashed. So I think it's gonna be Tariq's baby. Um, the Westons move out of their penthouse house or whatever, um, because they don't have any money either. Monet is rehabbing with Maya, better known with Maya from Girlfriends. But in this series, she's Janet, um, uh, Monet's cousin. Yeah. So, but she will always be Maya from Girlfriends, and she is her either physical therapist or her nurse, whatever the case may be. She is rehabbing her. Um, Norma wants to get in good with Detective Carter since he busted the Russian suppliers. I don't know. Norma's all over the place, as far as I'm concerned. She all over the place. David meets with his counsel, and he's going over his case. And so she going over the case, and she was like, you know, stealing a police file. And Davis was like, I didn't steal it. And he said, bribing a parole officer. He said, I didn't bribe him. Then he said, well, violating of conflict of interest while working with the client and his client's mama. And he said, yeah, I think I did that. He said, yeah, I think I did that, but I ain't do the rest of them. I ain't do the rest of them, but I did do that. hmm So then they smash. Kane, Drew, and Diana visit Monet and Maya from Girlfriends or Janet. And Kane says that he doesn't know who came for for Monet. And Monet said, because y'all not looking. And so Kane was like, yeah, because we not looking at Tariq. And so Monet said, well, Diana said he didn't do it. And Drew said, we all hate the ninja, but that don't mean he did it. And so then I laughed so heartily, and he said, "Cause Bobby and Whitney taking up for him." I said, I laughed so hard. I said, why he said Bobby and Whitney. He know he played in that Bobby Brown story. I laughed so hard. Anyway, then Kane was like, Norma wants the supplier to be Russian. And Monet said, well, if she get into bed with the Russians, then they gonna push us out. And this gonna be bloody. Okay. And Monet tried to get up. Janet come in. Because, they told Janet she need to step out the room so they can talk business. But Janet come back in and say, where you going? Sit down. And so they keep fluffing all these pillows, and then Monet was just like, stop it with the pillows. And she probably said some cuss words in there, but you get the picture. Bobby and Whitney. Anyway, Davis is suspended from practicing law. I don't know, but it is what it is. Effie tries to talk to Tariq after class. But Tariq ain't trying to talk to her because, Effie was the one who said, told Norma that Tariq was trying to kidnap her daughter. And so that's the reason why she wanted Tariq killed, because he was trying to kidnap her daughter. And so she said, yeah, she was just like, well, I tried to make it up to you when I texted you that Kane was trying to kill you. And so he was like, and so she was like, are we good? And he was like, heck no, we're not good. And Detective Carter goes to see Davis. Boy, Detective Carter making his rounds. Okay. He said, I have a proposal for you. You can practice law again because I got some friends at the Bar Association. And so um, Davis ain't accepting this offer. He was like, if you mess up my life, I will definitely mess up yours. And Detective Carter was like, he was like, you seem stressed. I said, oh, Lord have mercy. Effie goes to Diana saying, listen, you're going to have to move this product. And I was just like, what product do they have? Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what product they had. But she was just like, um, because I can't do it by myself. And Diana was like, I'm stressed. And she was like, listen, you gotta move this product. Because she said, Norma says, either you in or you out with a bullet. I said, I guess I'm in, honey. I guess I'm in. So Effie making rounds too. Effie going to Norma. She want a bigger cut since she doing all the work. And so Norma was like, "Listen, that is what that's what I pay you for in the first place. So I'm not giving you a bigger cut." And she was like, "Well, what if I bring in the Russians?" And so she was like, "You got 24 hours to bring in the Russians." Okay. Monet is reminiscing about when she had uh, Cain, and now that I know that the reason why his name was Cain is because they called him Hurricane when he was a baby, and so that's how he got the name Cain. I was wondering, because I was just like, first of all, he a junior, and second of all, but I was just like, how did he get the name Cain? So they named him Cain because he was a hurricane back when he was a baby. Okay. But they were living in apartments with rats and stuff. And so that's how she got into the drug gang, because Lorenzo was in the drug gang. And she was, being a stay at home mom, but she was trying to move out the apartment with the rats. All right, this is a continuation because my son is bothering me today. And I'm about to fight him, but right now. Anyway, so um Monet is reminiscing about when she got into the drug game, on how she was when Kane was a baby, and she wanted to get out of the apartment with the rats, and she needed more money, and Lorenzo wasn't like bossing up as she thought he should be, and so she bossed up, and she got some extra uh, uh, some extra product to sell and things like that. So that she's reminiscing about how she got into the drug game. Effie, like I said, Effie is making her round, goes to visit the Russians, and she said that she could fudge um, his daughter's time. I guess her daughter is on the swim team, or is trying to get into college, and she can fudge her time on her backstroke and her butterfly and all the other stuff. So, um, yeah, how those other celebrities that got caught, you know, uh, fudging their kids' records, SATs, and saying that they was playing water polo and stuff like that. Yeah, that's the same thing that she gonna do for for the Russians. So the Russian says that they will meet with Norma. So Detective Carter goes to Tariq's job. Like I said, he's making his rounds too, and he said uh, that he smells like his daddy, James Saint Patrick, and that he's going to get justice for Angela Valdez and her nephew and Agent Young. And then, Tariq was like, okay, that's fine, they don't have nothing to do with me. And then he walked away. And then he was like, by the way, have you talked to your mom? So he was like, I can't talk to my mom. And da da da. And so he was like, well, they're going to put her back on the streets. And everybody is gunning for her. So Monet confronts Norma. Norma is outside planning to meet the Russians at 9. But Monet comes and confronts Norma. Norma was like, this is not the time or the place. Then the Russians pull up. And so everybody pull out their guns. Because the Russians hate Monet. And, so everybody pull out their guns, basically. Then, then Monet passes out. See, that's what you get for trying to play stupid. Yeah, she passes out because she's supposed to be in the bed recovering from her bullet wounds, and she passes out. And she flashing back to her when Kane was a baby. Tariq calls Davis saying that Detective Carter has a vendetta against the people who gunned down his wife outside the ER, trying to get to the person on the gurney. So I don't know. Maybe the person on the gurney was James St. Patrick. I don't know. It's probably gonna come out in the end, but you know that's who I guess Deborah was. But I couldn't figure out who Deborah was because I was just like, where did he even come from? But apparently, his wife was gunned down um, by some people who were trying to get at whoever was on the gurney. So that eventually come out. Kane goes to yell at his mama because she back at the house, and he go off on her, and he was like, "You are out of your league as far as the drug game go," and she told him to get the F out. Tariq goes and visits her his mom. Okay, when he wasn't supposed to, but she goes to visit his mom, and Tasha was like, "You can't be here now," and she was like, "I'm just making sure you're okay." And apparently they got him in some kind of real country city that she working at the shoe depot, which and also her manager, supervisor, something like that, is flirting with her, and he was like, "You came over here hugging her, talking about, you know, you need to get back to work. You need to get back to work." And she was like, "Yeah, she pushed him off up, and he's like, "Yeah, I will, sweetie." And so he was like, "What?" Tariq was like, "What is going on?" But Tariq met him in the parking lot. And basically he won't be messing with her no more. He met him in the parking lot. But on the way back from this podunk town, his car break down, and Braden comes to get him, and they talk about how they need to get back in the drug game and stuff because they broke. Point blank, period. They broke. So, so, so after this this meeting up with Norma and the Russians was foiled. Uh, Kane goes to the Russians and offers up some guns, you know, to the Russians. I was just like, okay. And so, of course, Norma didn't like that because she's the boss and not him. So we'll see how that go because then she was mad at him and she was about to cut him and then she wasn't mad at him. So I don't know what's going on. She sent her boy out, and so she talked to Kane by herself. But then her boy met up with Detective Carter. Detective Carter is making his rounds, okay, and he arrests him for the green cards that he got for his brother. So and Monet talks to Tariq uh, about who shot her because she was like, my kids ain't looking for this person, so I need to find out. And so Tariq says that Tommy mama, she was like, first of all, she was like, who is Kay Egan? And he said Tommy's mama. They said Tommy's mama said that you gave Tommy my mom's address. And so she was like, well, who put Tommy's mom up to this? And she was like, because, that person's going to die. And that was the end of the episode. So, we'll see on the next episode. But give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll catch you next week. This is Miss Yellow Diva signing off. Peace.